Hey there, truckers. Welcome to Redneckanize, all things trucking and then some. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, Lisa thing here in Ohio, the weather's been halfway decent the last couple of days. It was 60 something yesterday and almost 70 today. And right now it looks like it's going to rain, which it was supposed to start at 2. Greg and I have gotten a lot of stuff outside done. I got my flower beds all cleaned out and ready for the summer. I have to get some more mulch because I ran out. We got our fire pit relocated and leveled out. We got logs or firewood split for the fire pit. We've got grass cut, except for our big field. We didn't get it done yet because it doesn't look too bad yet. We've chipped brush, we've cleaned up brush, and just stuff that we've been putting off because he's working so much, or he was until he took a month and a half off. He came home at the end of February and is still not gone out. He's getting ready to go out. He's going to go out after Easter. So, but that kind of brings me to the next thing. What are you guys all doing for Easter? How do you manage being on the road on a holiday away from your family? Do you have to be out there? Does your company make you? Or are you just out there, because you need that extra money? So chime in, let me know what your reasoning is for being out there. I know Greg tries being home for every holiday. He has been out for, like Memorial Day or Labor Day or, 4th of July. He usually tries being home for 4th of July because we usually take the boat out on, that time period. So let me know. That's the reason we kind of want to get together with you guys to just chit chat and just, ask any of those questions that you might have. This cat's going to keep jumping on the desk. Yeah, so she's every video I do, whether it be with, here with Redneckanize or with my other business, because I am a Mary Kay consultant, and I'm kind of putting that a little bit on the back burner right now, only for the fact of trying to put together the truck show. So it's given me a little bit of a pause with that. And plus, I would really, really like to go back to school and actually get a degree in something that I can use. Granted, I keep myself pretty busy, and sometimes I wonder how I get as much stuff done as I do, and sometimes I don't get near as much stuff done as I should. But it's something that I've thought a lot about and I really want to consider doing, so I'll keep that in my hat for a later date. But so for Easter, for the holidays for us are, that's family. We want family because your family could be here one minute and gone the next. My father-in-law lived with us and he was out, and this was back in 2020. Yeah. No, 21. See, I can't even remember now. No, it was in 20. See, the older I get, the worse my brain gets. He passed away. He was out helping us throw mulch. Actually, we had my dad's dump trailer and had it completely packed full with mulch, and we were putting it out around the flower beds out front. And he said he was going to take a break. Okay, he did. He went and did that, and later that afternoon, he just said he didn't feel right. And unfortunately, he was taken to the hospital, and we lost him a couple days later. And it was just something that quick. And he was 82, and I tell you what, you could not tell that man he could not do something. So, it was devastating. And we lost mother-in-law, back in 19, and she'd been ill for many years. And so I think she was actually, once she knew that he had somewhere to go and he wouldn't be by himself, living by himself, it was kind of like, she was at ease with everything then. And then we had my friend Donna that I took care of after her fiance Rich passed away. He had a heart attack. It's like heart attacks were one right after another, and that was back in 18 when he passed. So we started taking care of Donna back then, until she was unable to take care of. She lived on her own until she was unable to take care of herself, and she ended up moving in with us. And the house that I bought was hers at one point. So she was here and she was doing really well, getting around real good and doing well. And next thing you know, she just kind of, had a bad day or a bad time, and we ended up losing her too. So, and now every time, my dad, he's been off for a couple weeks now. So any chance I get, I try getting over there to see him or do stuff. And only for the fact that, you just never know. And he had heart issues at one point too. And, Greg did too. And so you got to cherish those times with family, whether it be, a face-to-face chat like we're doing now. I do that with my grandmother, and she's 86. Try teaching her how to do, face-to-face, or, whatever you want to call it. On Android, it's a duo call, so I do it with her usually a couple times a week, and unless I'm super busy, and then I'll just give her a quick call because it's easier for me to do it that way. But it is, nice, the new technology, so you can keep better contact with your family while you're out on the road. Because once upon a time, there wasn't cell phones. So you had to stop at a payphone and call. So now that they come up with a new technology. I mean, granted, it is sometimes not the best for some things, such as, people want to ride down the road with their phone attached up here, or a tablet with nothing but a big old screen so they can watch videos or movies while they're driving. Well, talk about distracted driving. So that's kind of, a good and bad thing of it is the fact that you can and can't, or that you can be able to keep in contact with your family. But then it comes right down to the fact that, sometimes those phones can be very distracting. Oh, sorry, it was getting pretty windy out there. I thought I heard a siren. So, yeah, that was a squirrel moment. But I want to take the time now, since, I'm being overrun by cats again, to tell you about our other sponsor, Load to Ride. We actually have a couple of, one of their drivers is, an advocate for them. She kind of takes up that whole portion with them. So it's nice to be able to have somebody to talk to about the company when we're talking about the company. But Load to Ride, they're out of Denver, Colorado. They do multiple types of logistics, such as they have a drive-in division. They actually are doing drop and hook stuff and stuff like that. So if you are looking for a new place to go work, they have some awesome colored trucks. Most of them are all green and black, or green and dark blue, like a neon green, not like a light green. So yeah, you guys will be seeing Greg walk in here in a minute, because he is pulling in now. He had to go have his truck inspected. So let's see. We were talking about Easter and the holidays. With Easter coming up in just a couple of days, what are you guys' plans? Us here, my brother-in-law's coming down with his mom, and unfortunately the niece and nephew, they won't be here. The nephew has to work. The niece has a lot of stuff to go on with school, because she is in nursing school. So she's getting to the point where, she's got basically, I think, 1 year left. So right now she's been pretty busy with that. So unfortunately, she told me, she's like, we won't be there. I was like, hey, understandably, we understand why you won't be there. So there's not a problem with that. If you can't be here, don't worry, don't stress over it. I told her, I says, I will get with you and come up that way, and we'll go have lunch one day anyways. So, but also my dad might come over, trying to convince him to. Sometimes he'll say, yeah, I'll be over. And other times it's like, I don't know. Let me think about it and I'll get back to you. So, but,